Farrukh Dhondy, do you agree with that analysis? But if you look at the demographic, the breakup of Conservative Party members, many of them, there are about 172,000 of them, we know that today because they announced it. Many of them, or most of them, are white men, older, middle class. So do you think race is not a factor at all for them?
I don't think race was a factor in this particular case, because if you look at the history, the recent history of the Conservative Party, they elect all sorts of blacks, Asians, all manner of people who are perhaps not even the best choice, in my opinion, such as Priti Patel to be Home Minister and Rishi Sunak to be Chancellor and Nadeem Zahawi. Black people in what I call Uncle Tom's cabinet. They are not actually, a racist party in that sense. They just want the ideology straight, and the ideology has to be a commitment to traditional conservatism, which hasn't even defined itself properly. So I think that there'll be a huge breakup of the party after this. And the supporters of Rishi, I don't think, from the campaign, even though he clapped her in onto the platforms of prime ministership and leadership, I don't think that they will support Liz Truss. Neither will the people who support Boris Johnson. And what the professor was just saying, there might be an election soon. I think that's quite likely, because I've heard from members of the Tory party that Boris Johnson still has 30, 40 supporters in Parliament who might write letters by December to ask Liz Truss to go. Even though she's Prime Minister, she'll be Prime Minister for 3 or 4 months, and then they'll try and find an alternative, and they say Boris Johnson will stand again if Liz Truss has to stand down when the parliamentary vote takes place. The 1922 committee has to determine that, and it might happen as soon as December. And that will just show that the Tory party is in a complete mess. Wanting to become the leader of the Tory party is like wanting to be the captain of the Titanic.
Exactly.